Hello, I'm Matt with VR Map. I'll be your guide into the world of virtual reality. In this episode, we'll be talking about the experience Anceder. This experience was released in June 26th of 2018. You can find it in the Oculus Store and the Steam Store. This experience was made by Anceder. The cost of this experience is $12.99, but there's a free version on the Oculus Store, so you could buy parts of the game as you choose. You need to play this experience if you like fun arcade shooters. In this experience, you take control of a spaceship to attack a whole fleet of aliens in their base of operations. This experience takes place in the future in a land far, far away. I know this is true because there's spaceships in space. It takes place in outer space and then different planets. In this experience, you're the captain of the ship. You get to communicate with your pilot by using your pointer on your control, and you get to communicate with your crewman to shoot by using the trigger on your control. If you're wondering why are you in this experience, there's not that much lore behind it, but as soon as you exit your spaceship, you got a bunch of spaceship aliens shooting at you, so it's not that hard, you just shoot back. You interact with this experience by using your controller. You can use either one or both of your controllers, but the controller that you shoot with becomes your dominant hand, which you have to now use for navigation. Motions and swinging of your arm isn't necessary, but where you point is very important, because this is how you communicate with your pilot on where to position your ship. The A and X button on both are useless and do nothing, unless you are in the menu where it confirms selections. The B and the Y button, however, are used for your bombs, which clear the map. Using the analog stick, you can adjust your view to go closer or further away from the action. For immersion, I recommend closer. Everything is exploding and shots are being aimed towards you, and it's very crowded, but that's what you see when you're in the ship, so it just pushes you to look around, move your neck and stuff, and just get real immersed in it. Personally, I play as far away as I could get. I like to see everything, and I feel like I get a strategic advantage that way. And I play to win, so I don't really care that much about immersion in this game. The audio quality is good. I don't really think the audio factors into the experience, because the audio really sets this arcade vibe with some new age version of like Space Invader and Galaga music. I feel like the music helps get you in the zone so you can get hyper focused on the experience. I think the most important thing from the audio is the game music, because it's the loudest off the bat. I don't think the developer had any interest in displaying any other sounds, such as your spaceship's advanced propulsion systems firing off while you zip and zoom on the battlefield, ducking and weaving from a barrage of bullets and missiles being fired by the enemy fleet of aliens, because the only cover you have was left back on Earth. Or your weapon systems firing off while you pour hundreds of rounds into the battlefield. Or the announcer's voice. The callouts are very random and give you information that you could honestly go without. And that's why I think the music is so loud that it drowns out all those other sounds. I definitely feel like this was done on purpose. For example, you could set the announcer's language to an alien language, implying that what he's saying wasn't that important at all and doesn't affect the gameplay, and could honestly just be ignored altogether. I think what was interesting is that I had to turn my system volume down to almost 25%. The music was just way too loud. There's no distortion, but it's just super loud. I think what would have improved the audio experience is if you had sliders for mixing the audio experience to your liking. That way, if you do want to pay attention to the announcer, you could. Or if you wanted to hear more of like the gunfire and stuff like that, you could have. But that's not what's in the experience, so that's just the end of that. The video quality is good. It's very simple graphics, and it's detail allows things to stand out. The game runs super smooth, and my hard drive appreciates the small size of the file. I definitely feel like there was a bunch of missed opportunities in the use of the font that they selected. If I could have had it my way, I would have put pixelated text in the menu, really setting the arcade vibe. I definitely would have deleted the exclamation text. The first time I played, I completely disregarded it, and after sitting down to read it, I disregarded it as well. I think a tutorial mission would have done the job better because you get to interact with the pickups and see how they work rather than just a wall of text that, it's not as fun. Having to learn how to interact with the pickups mid-battle was just way too stressful. A tutorial mission would have just been cooler anyways. It didn't have to be complicated. Something super simple, throw a bunch of pickups at you, and also explain the motivation for being on this huge rampage of destroying a bunch of alien spaceships. If I had to rate this experience gets a 5 out of 5 because it's good gameplay, mechanics, audio, video, and I had lots of fun playing it. This is definitely an experience to turn on when you want an arcade rush of trying to get a high score, or you're just tired of standing while playing VR in other games and you want to sit down and do something fun with your VR system. I definitely see myself sharing this experience at a hangout with friends, competing to get high scores, showing them my VR setup, because there's not too much motion, so you won't get motion sickness from this game. And in my opinion, it's pretty easy to pick up. In terms of controls, I feel like playing it this way with friends, taking turns, especially if they're not familiar with VR, is the best way to do it, because that's how you did it in arcade games where, you would bring someone in with a bunch of coins and then show them the game and show them how it's done by doing it yourself and then letting them try their hand at it while you cheer them on. It's just a better way to play the game and learn how to beat it together, once you're at the harder levels. So I definitely recommend this for all ages and for anyone who has the time to play it. The controls are simple, the motion is bearable, and it won't induce motion sickness, and it's just a fun game. How can it be better though? I think the menu is cluttered. Off the bat, you could just remove the wacky floor, that's unnecessary. Floating in space is way cooler than standing over a flat plate in space. Hell, if you wanted to put something under the viewer, you should have put them into the spaceship that you exit from on the first mission, using the assets you already have from the launch sequence. So that's the end of the video. I definitely want you guys to like and subscribe.